Hello there, I'm Nick and I'm going to film myself for the next few weeks just bobbing about and doing my usual things with myself and my children. I have 3 children which I will gradually introduce you to. I'm starting this vlog journey because I am ready to take notice of myself and change a few things about myself to the positive side. I've been in the dark side for too many years and I want to watch my progression and go back and say to myself, blimey, I was really sad, and I want to be able to say, sad as in upset, not sad as in I'm a sad act or a sad case or whatever, but I want to be able to look back and see how far I've come. But I'm also starting this because I've just started, I've just joined Slimming World, and I'm not that overweight, but I wanted to join Slimming World because I feel like I need that push to do something for myself, and I've always struggled in my mind with my weight, not necessarily in my body because I'm just a regular looking person, but in my mind I feel like I've said this about myself before, I feel like a gelatinous blob and I would rather not feel like that. And being with Slimming World is the start to that journey. I've been with Slimming World before but never really stuck to it because I've always found excuses to talk myself out of it. But this time I'm going to stick with it because I feel like I need that motivation. I know if I was at home every day doing it by myself, I would sneak a few things in, get a takeaway, that sort of thing. But because I have to own up to myself every week on the scales, and I'm paying for it as well, I pay cash that I don't really have, and if I pay that cash I will be able to look at it and say, I'm paying that cash to what? Put weight on? No, that's not acceptable. And I always feel like I have to justify spending money on myself anyway because I have children. Then I will be able to feel good about myself, like, oh, I've spent that money on myself and I've lost the weight as well, and I feel good about myself, and I've stayed by and listened to other people's stories and I've cheered them on and feel good about them as well. So it's more of a motivational thing than them being the boss of me in a way. I've sort of changed my thinking to as it was last time. I'll tell you a bit more about myself. I am 38. I'm 25, 38, and I have a few disabilities, but I have quite a few abilities as well. I have 3 children and I have had them in 3 different decades, which sounds crazy, but it's true. I had one in 1994, one in 2001, and one in 2011. So that's 3 different decades, and which sounds crazy really, it's considering I'm only 25. And I have fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue syndrome. I'm asthmatic, I have depression, and I suffer with migraines. So I have a few things that I have that stop me from exercising on a daily basis. The will is there, but my body just says, do you know what, no, I'm not letting you do that. And that makes me so mad. Like I said, I do have abilities, and again you will see them as I'm progressing on this journey, and you will meet my children. I don't really want my children on social media, but I think if you meet my children and see how they get through the things that they have problems with, then you will see that they are strong people as well. And I'm a single parent, and that's not always a bad thing. being a single parent isn't always a bad thing. It can be financially. I think is the thing that gets me down the most, is that there is no money, and I'm on benefits because I am a full-time carer for my son, the eldest. He's 21. He has Asperger's syndrome, and he has a multitude of things that go along with that, and that can be upsetting at times because of the things he has to go through, and I see that in him, and I get upset when he has a bad day, and I want to cure him of his upset, not cure him of his Asperger's, because that's part of his personality now, that's part of him. We were interrupted, and I can't remember what I was saying, so I will just carry on as if... Do you know, I've lost all train of thought. Anyway, it's very sunny in Manchester right now, and I don't know what the exact temperature is, but it's gorgeous. The temperature is gorgeous degrees. I've got lots of sun cream on. Lots. All my children have lots of sun cream on. And I'm going to be laying out in the sun in a bit. I'm growing some fruit and veg, so I'm going to go and sort that out, separate them so it grows more healthy and blah blah blah. I just want it to hurry up. I'm so impatient. I want it to hurry up. I want the potatoes, and I want everything right now. Everything. Anyway, I don't know what else really I can talk about. I don't really have that much. You know, I do cook. I have pets. So over time, probably I will pick up on those things. I will pick up on the problems that my children have. My 13-year-old, she has recently been diagnosed with arthritis in the knees, and that's going to affect her for the rest of her life. But she's not so worried about it. She is proper giddy though, and she does like sports, and she said that as long as it doesn't affect the activity she takes part in, she'll be okay with it. My 3-year-old has to have an EpiPen with her all the time because she had anaphylactic shock to macadamia nuts, which is crazy because she's had them before, but there's no reason really for why these things happen. So it's just something she says, I'm not allowed to have nuts, so she knows. I'm going to be homeschooling her, which for some people is really controversial. For some people it's just like, all right, that's really cool. Some people are like, oh, what does that mean? Does that mean she won't have any friends? She won't know how to talk to people? Does that mean she'll never do exams? Oh, that poor kid. So, there's that side of that. My 13-year-old is doing options in Year 9, which is a new thing that her school are introducing, and hopefully that's going to go well for her. But again, I will do a vlog about that as a specific subject, because there's a lot involved in that, and I'll talk to you about what she has chosen and why she's chosen these subjects. And I'll talk to you more about my son and his autism. I say autism still, and I've been saying that since he was diagnosed, which it was a big problem getting him diagnosed. But I've been saying autism just because people still, and this is 7 years later since he was being diagnosed, don't understand what Asperger's syndrome is. even with all the awareness, you say to somebody, oh, he's got Asperger's syndrome, they go, okay. If you say he's got autism, they go, oh, poor thing, are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine. Awful. I cry every day. So we'll go into that more. He has a lot of things associated with that, the OCD, the ADD, the dyslexia, the dyspraxia, the fact that he's a pain in the bum. He has a lot of things that go along with that. But my kids are wonderful. I enjoy them a lot, and I couldn't be without them. I'm actually without them right now. My youngest is with her childminder. My middle one is in school, and my eldest one is in his room, probably still asleep. I don't know what time it is, but he's probably still asleep because he doesn't go to sleep until 3 a.m. and that's why I'm vlogging at the moment, because I'm lonely. Can't bear to be on my own. Just miss my kids. But I've done a good grocery haul today. I've been to Sainsbury's and been to Aldi. Those are the two shops I mainly do my shopping in. And I hear a lot of people go, Sainsbury's, God, they're so expensive. But I really do get lots of bargains in Sainsbury's. I'm a vegetarian. Well, we all are vegetarians. And I have to eat lactose-free foods and gluten-free foods. My middle child has to eat lactose-free foods, but the other two are okay. But they just join in because it's easier buying one set of stuff and everybody eats it. So it is a little bit more expensive, but I don't know, it is what it is. You just have to go through these things in life and you just have to deal with it. So when it comes to Slimming World, I will show you what I get for me and my son, because he's overweight. Well, I'm not going to say overweight. He just is not in a healthy range, and that's why he's with Slimming World with me. Sorry, the phone is shaking. My hands are shaky. It's my fibro, my chronic fatigue. My hands worn out from carrying the shopping, and it's making the phone shake. So I will show you a grocery haul of just what we have for Slimming World, and then I will show you what I have got for the youngest with her snacks and her packed lunch for her childminder. I'll go into more about why she's with a childminder and explain that. So hopefully, I mean, to me, I look really fat, really fat right now, and fat is really derogatory, and I'm calling myself a horrible word, but to me I look really fat right now. And hopefully I don't know, I'm going to give myself a year from the 2nd of July. So 2nd of July 2016, I'm going to look at myself and I'm going to see how far I've come, see what I've achieved, and hopefully I will be happy. No, I will be happy with what I've achieved, because I'm going to have changed my way of thinking about myself. Because I shouldn't really be that bad on myself, that sad on myself. I shouldn't really be that horrible to myself, because I'm a good person. I've never been arrested. I don't take drugs, I don't drink. I don't do bad things. I go to bed the same day I wake up. So I should be able to be nice to myself. I'm nice to other people. Thank you for listening. And like, comment and subscribe, or whatever it is people say. Subscribe. Thank you. Hope to talk to you soon. Leave comments, nice comments. I will delete any horrible comments, because life's too short to be around negativity, she says, and she's just dissed herself. Thank you very much. Take care and speak to you soon. Bye bye.